Julie, I'll tell you also, I have a pretty unique vantage point on this. So I'm married to Apurva. She is one of the top throat surgeons in the country.
Oh, wow.
She fixes swallowing disorders. She kills it at Ohio State University. And she is, I can't help it. But she is.
Vivek, we're trying to win Pennsylvania.
No, I know. But we believe in honesty and authenticity.
Congrats. I love strong women.
But the reality is, I don't see, and she doesn't see a trade-off between her ability to be an excellent mother to our two sons, which she is. I think I'm speaking for her when I say that she believes she is stronger at what she does in saving lives because it gives her more meaning in being a mother as well. I say this as somebody who ran for U.S. president last year. If I felt like that would compromise my role as a father, I wouldn't do it, or any of the other companies I've built. But one of the things I've found is it makes me stronger as a father and Apurva stronger as a mother because we actually care for those kids. And so does that mean we should somehow move to a society where people are having fewer children and delaying family formation? No, that's not being a strong woman. I think being a strong woman and a strong man alike is acknowledging we can pursue our own dreams but recognize that it all starts with a strong household, and we're proud of that.
Okay.
Thank you.
I agree that it's good to have strong households. It's good to have strong nuclear families. You want to have close connections. It promotes emotional sustainability. But I think I disagree where young women, I do agree with you that young women are being pushed to pursue their career rather than maybe starting a family young. But the population is always growing. And I think...
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, our birth rate is collapsing. We're below replacement levels in the West.
I mean, but the population of the world is just always going up and up and up.
That's not actually true.
It's driven by other continents,
Yeah.
driven by places like Africa. But in the United States of America right now, what you call the replacement rate, so the number of births net of deaths, we're at 1.6, 1.68.
We're below replacement rate.
Replacement equivalence is 2. Okay, so 2 means you have as many births as you have for deaths. We're well below that rate. So our population is actually declining in this country. And if you want to ask me, people talk about the threat of climate change to the future of humanity in the West. I think the depopulation of the West is a far greater threat to our future than the climate ever will be, because we're not having enough people to sustain elderly growing populations, and that's a major problem. So one of the greatest things I think we could do for our country over the next 100 years is actually form more families and bring more children into this world. It's probably the best thing that somebody could do for their country outside of politics.
I respectfully disagree. I think that our infrastructure, there's so many people in cities that our infrastructure is starting to lack where we can actually support people anymore. And I think the government is starting to be able to not support people as well because there's just so many people. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that the population is declining.
So what do you think happens? We'll finish with a quick question and let you answer. So you said infrastructure is declining, we're not able to support our population. What do you think happens 20 years from now where we have a bunch of people in their 80s, far more than we've ever had, with far fewer working age people in their 20s, 30s, or 40s? Do you think that problem of the infrastructure to support our country is going to be worse or better against that backdrop?
You know, Japan is suffering from that same issue. And I think that hopefully that the scientific innovation of supporting elderly people will get better, and that maybe you're right, that the infrastructure problem won't be as bad as having other people, as having
and that's what we
elderly
favor.
people.
And that's what we favor. Thank you for being respectful.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it.
Have a great day.
You too.